Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome to the living room as we are about to watch episode 7 of the series Bridgerton, available now on Netflix. And episode 6 was a little cray. Okay, so 2 more episodes to go. Where we have left off, the Featheringtons. Interesting. Lord Featherington is giving vibes, strong vibes to Mama Lady Featherington. Part of me kind of wants me to see them succeed with whatever little scheme. And the funny thing is their scheme is basically just trying to stay afloat and not lose everything. So you don't blame them for doing whatever they can to keep their status. Still not right, but it is a little bit interesting. We have Penelope trying to keep her Whistledown empire together. Some of you did mention that, I can't remember who, that I wasn't sure why Penelope was so upset with Eloise hanging out with the printer, but it's like, oh, she's pumping Theo information about Whistledown, but obviously not, especially based on what Eloise says at the wedding, where she's like, she's really into him, but she's trying not to be into him, but she's so into him. And then he gave her books. The boy was listening and gave her books, which is sweet. Don't know what's going to become of it because she's supposed to end up with Sir Crane, but we'll see. And then we have, okay. So as I mentioned last episode, also, so like Edwina made a choice not to marry Anthony. It's now kind of sort of public knowledge. She has no dowry. So anyone who wants to marry her is going to want to and need to marry her for love alone, which doesn't sound horrible unless nobody wants to marry her for love. Then that's terrible. What's going to befall them? Kate now is facing a what does she do now? Does she just leave? Obviously, no, she doesn't. But does she leave now? Anthony's just kind of going, we had the goodbye kiss of all goodbye kisses. What's going to happen next? But fortunately, we don't have to wait much longer. So we are here. I've got my big cozy blanket. I have water right now because yesterday I celebrated a little bit too much, but I have my water and I am ready to go. So let's get to it.
A jilted groom, a broken-hearted bride-to-be.
Was Penelope even paying attention to anything that was happening in the wedding after the wedding?
But we must not forget, it was Her Majesty the Queen
Penelope.
who placed the young miss on that special stage so that
Penelope.
she could make her grand exit. Allow this author to hope, for Her Majesty's sake, as well as both the Sharmas and Bridgertons, that an official explanation emerges swiftly, lest the Ton are run away by their tawdry imaginings.
That is true, I should say, that the Ton could imagine so many things. Some of them probably right, but it could get out of hand.
Miss, the baths are ready.
Oh yeah, the bath will be great for her after a dream like that. Oh, they're all sharing the same space together. How awkward. How so totally awkward. And how convenient there are exactly 3 bathtubs in that room.
Brother, is there something more we should know, or perhaps more than just I should know?
Forgive me. If a promenade is what you feel is wise, Mother, then we shall leave within the hour.
Did Benedict just kind of sort of blackmail him?
Oh, never mind the heavy cloaks. I will be quite sweltering where we are going shopping.
Miss Bridgerton.
Ooh.
With any luck, by this time next week, there will be a bigger story for them to sink their rapacious teeth into. We may find you a husband this season still, Miss Edwina.
I give credit to your imagination, Lady Danbury. A bigger story I cannot foresee.
Then what, you create one? Don't create one. No.
Miss Patridge, such a pleasant afternoon, is it not?
Yes, indeed, my lord.
My dear, I believe we will be late for the gorings. Make haste.
But isn't he still like the highest ranking lord in the area? Power? You don't want to completely shun him?
You do realize the power you wield in that pen of yours can be used for greater purposes than ridicule and gossip mongering. Lady Whistledown could be a strategic ally to the crown, should she so please.
Ooh.
Lady Cowper.
Oh, they're trying so hard. They're trying almost
Lady Eaton.
too hard.
We know what we are to deal with, at least.
We shall not remove ourselves from this fight. All will be lost if we run now.
Oh, oh, oh. They are all together. They're all together. Wow.
Newton.
What? What?
Newton, out! Was I truly that blind?
Yes. Yes.
If there is so much as a passing look between the two of you, then this plan of ours will be for nothing.
Why can't he be with Kate? Why can't he be with Kate? She doesn't have a dowry. He didn't care about that with Edwina. Why can't he be with Kate? Of course, this would have been helpful before the wedding that went awry. But why can't
Is this plan going to be a problem for you?
Mother,
I only ask because of what happened the last time you found yourself in such close proximity to Miss Sharma. We would not be in this situation if it weren't...
you have nothing to worry about. I will play the part.
And then?
Yeah. And then what?
But why would the Queen think it is you? Yes, you are outspoken and opinionated and...
One of her footmen saw me visiting with Theo. The Queen must think he has something to do with Whistledown.
But he does not, and neither have you. Elle, this is madness. You should wait for Lady Whistledown to print her next issue. Then with any luck, you can use that in order to prove your innocence.
So what was Penelope's purpose in coming up with Lady Whistledown to start with? Just to get back at the society who has not been overly kind to her or kind to her at all?
You understood our arrangement came with risks.
Yes, but that did not involve the Queen of England.
My sister mentioned that. Why didn't the Queen follow the money? Those little kids were collecting coins for the pamphlets. Why not follow the kids to see who they gave those coins to, and then so on?
Now I may be aiding and abetting the most notorious gossip writer in London.
Yeah, I just realized she dropped her French accent. Which I didn't know if she had. Has she always done that in front of Penelope or just now?
The one thing a lady would never do is wear something she knows makes her look ugly, Miss Penelope. Were you to write something about Miss Eloise, she would never write about herself.
What?
I could never ruin my friend.
Of course not.
Oh, no. Anthony, what are you doing there of all places? Just...
But if I'm learning anything from my art studies, it's that it is almost always a matter of perspective. I look at my art, and if I do not like what I see, I may always alter the colour palette, but I certainly do not toss the entire design aside.
That's not terrible advice. Just maybe the delivery.
Lady Mary, Miss Sharma, Miss Edwina. Oh,
She's a little salty. what I wanted in episode 2 and 3. I'm glad we're getting it now. Oh, this place is empty.
Mr. Mondridge.
Featherington.
I'll take a brandy.
Oh, what scheme's gonna go down here?
My cousin had neither, but Lord Featherington, may God rest his soul, was quite an admirer of yours, I've heard.
Oh, did something get left behind in the papers?
But my cousin did keep meticulous records of all debts and wages. I just came across a rather significant one myself. I respect a self-made man, and no matter what means he uses to make himself. I'll ask no more questions of you than you ask of me.
Well, this was an interesting turn of storyline. I don't know if we need it, but it is interesting.
Not even a little excited to see me then?
People from the palace have been asking about me.
Ooh.
I was almost thrown out today.
Ooh.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you are a lady who has never had to endure any real difficulties in your life.
That is true. Can't deny it, Eloise.
I remember the books you used to read to me from Papa's library. The stories of true love and happy endings against all odds. Did you yourself ever truly believe them? Or has everything you told me been a lie?
This is the part that I'm not connecting, is that Kate was telling Edwina, Anthony does not love you. He will not ever. Don't go with him. Don't go with him. This is all Edwina's fault, truthfully.
You saw Appa and Mama, how happy they once were.
What I saw is how even that ended in tragedy. Happy endings do not exist.
She's not being very smart. In my opinion. In my opinion, she's not being very smart. Is she entitled to bitterness? Sure. But she's still not very smart. Very sneaky there, Anthony.
You were my sisters intended. There's no world in which we could kiss.
Are you quite serious?
We should be ashamed of what we did.
I'm getting whiplash. What are you doing, Anthony?
Surprised to see you here. You do know my family has its very own room here. Yes, Lady Cowper?
Over there, is it not?
The one with the Danbury name, just above the door.
Oh, on the contrary. Well, I myself am hosting a ball later this week. Have you not received an invitation?
Oh.
My. Well, I will see if there is still room. We shall have a full house, no doubt.
What if nobody shows up? What if, okay, either people show up at the ball to try to get some entertainment to see what's happening, or they'll shun them altogether. Ooh. But if you reveal that Eloise was hanging out with the printer, the only one who knew that was you.
In such wild country, one sometimes must do
What's Colin doing there?
But if I'd not gone on that hunting expedition,
What's Colin doing there?
I was just telling Lord Featherington that my interest in his mines was sparked quite naturally when I viewed that exquisite necklace you wore at my brother's wedding.
Oh.
The rest of the ton is dazzled by your exploits. I only wish to be too.
No, Colin, no. What money does Colin have to invest? Or is he investing Bridgerton money? Where did they get those printed? How long did that take? Oh. Penelope, what are you doing? Is anyone gonna show up?
Would you still like us to play, my lady?
That will not be necessary.
Come down here and do me the honor.
If she gets to dance, so do I.
But they just sent the band for a break. So Lady Danbury needs a cane to walk, yet she's dancing just fine. Ooh, that was a move.
Is that Lady Whistledown?
Is that the one Eloise made?
Has she published, Mama? Indeed she has.
For she's apparently been associating unchaperoned with improper company.
What is Anthony doing? What is Anthony gonna do?
All I find myself thinking about, all I find myself being able to breathe for, is you. Wanting to run away with you. Of acting on the most impure.
Oh, step closer.
No matter. And you were a lady of that scent. It has remained imprinted on my mind.
Everything I have ever done
Has been for them.
That's funny. He said the same thing to Edwina, that he saw himself in Edwina, their place in the family, but it was actually Kate all along.
Someone who must stop.
Before what? Before we both finally do something for ourselves?
What does that look?
Go inside.
What did I tell you about you and your orders?
But now you're just, Kate, you're poking the bear. You're poking the bear.
I was.
Well, this is going from 0 to 1,000 in a nanosecond. Anthony, what are you doing to her? And not just physically, just in the sense of in the gazebo where anyone could find them.
I know it is early, but can you please tell her that I'm here?
I'm afraid that she doesn't seem to be here.
One of the horses is gone too.
Mishama!
Oh, is she gonna get injured?
Mishama!
Oh, that looked painful. Good thing I could watch the other one right away. My thoughts are going all over the place. I'm trying to condense them, make them make sense. One of them was, I noticed there's lots of mirror acting this season. Edwina, a lot of times she is staring at herself in a mirror. Different dresses, different tiaras, different head things. She's always in a mirror. Kate occasionally is in the mirror. Anthony is sometimes also looking into a mirror, often. I'm not sure if that was a choice, them trying to see their true selves reflecting back at them, and they just looking again and again and again until they find it. Kate found it. Kate found her true self and then went on a horse and almost is getting killed. I find that intriguing. I wasn't sure if that was on purpose or just happened to fall in line. Maybe it wasn't purpose. I hope it was on purpose. I do hope so. That it was a choice and not an accident. Edwina, I'm not getting Edwina anymore. She was a girl who came to England to find a husband. She wanted a love match like her parents. Kate was trying to guide her along the journey. Kate was guiding her. Edwina wasn't listening. Edwina was going to get her heart broken somehow, some way, at some point in time. She did. No surprise there. And now she's angry about it? Screw you, little girl. I kind of need her to be a little bit more mature in that regard. Me personally, me in my frame of mind, I wanted Beta to be more mature. That's what I want. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but that's kind of what I want. And then we've got Penelope made a choice. She made a choice. So I'm wondering if Eloise is going to find out at the end of this season that Penelope is Whistledown. I don't know, because that's definitely not going to go over well at all, especially with Colin. And Colin getting involved in the Bridgerton schemes is also not, oh, that can only end in tears. This could be bad. This could be bad. This could be so bad. But we're here for it. We're here for it. We want to watch it. And I am glad that you're with me on this journey because it has been fun watching it along with you. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe and like so that way you know when I drop the next episode, which shall be soon, because I would like to see you again. And again, of course, also 5 seconds. I want you to take that 5 seconds for yourself. Find some joy like Kate did. Hopefully it lasted longer than 5 seconds. But may we all get those 5 seconds of joy. So thanks again, and until next time, y'all.